The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's postgame report rolls on here on the Eagles Sports Network. Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck used a variety of defenses on the day, some man, some zone, and guarded Tusculum well from beyond the three-point stripe. Pioneers only 11 of 36 from long range. What did you do defensively? Do allow Tusculum to shoot 48% from the field, but guarded the three well.
There's only one great thing about this evening. You had two utterly horrific displays of defense. And I'm speaking on behalf of Coach Pascal on that one too. Two horrific displays. What a combined 215 points in the gym tonight. But we outscored them. We were forced to sort of do some things we typically wouldn't do out of our great concern of their shot making. We got that much respect for their their shot making ability. And they started off really, really hot the first half. And we made some commitments to some things that we typically don't do, but we felt like we had to do it to give ourselves the best chance to win. And it cooled them off some the second. We were willing to concede some higher percentage shots into the rim, just not to have to see those threes go in. And thankfully it worked out for us.
Trio of Mason Bates, Charles Clark, and Sean Jones Mercy. 79 points combined between the three of them, including Charles Clark's 14th career 30-point game, 5th 30-point game this season. What about those three?
Well, we had so many guys. I mean, to be honest with you, I jumped Charles very, very hard. I thought we were up 10 there in the first half, and I felt like he sort of lost his focus and made some decisions when he was fatigued. He was wanting to come out, he was fatigued, and we couldn't just bring him off the floor. He made some bad decisions, and I called him out, which that doesn't happen very often. But he responded to that in a big time way, and I assured him after the game that he would be getting many more tongue lashings in the remainder of his short career here, if that's what it takes to produce that kind of to get that kind of response from him. But between him and Mason and Sean, I mean, it was incredible. Those guys put points on the board. Were very efficient doing it. Were great at the free throw line. Rebounded it. I mean, so many guys did great things on the offense side. This win, though, like I said, it's just sort of you love them all and you love to sweep a rivalry and all that, but the defense was just such a tragedy. It sort of just it leaves you with just a sweet and sour sort of taste in your mouth.
Get some pork with it, Chuck. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You look at the second half, led pretty much wire to wire, but Tusculum uses a 7-0 run to grab a 4-point lead around the 8-minute mark.
Yeah.
And then you immediately put a halt to it. So, an 11-0 run for the Eagles. You slowly work the thing out to double figures. What was different those final 8 minutes, especially with the 11-0 spurt, to really turn the tide of the game?
I think one of the biggest advantages we have right now, we have a veteran squad. They've got a first-year head coach, a lot of first-year guys, player-wise. And I think our guys sort of know how to finish these college games out right now, and I think their kids are learning to. Nick's doing an incredible job. He's going to build a powerhouse there at Tusculum. I really believe that. It'll only make these games that much more difficult. But those guys, they have been in these kind of games over and over and over again this season, and have just come up slightly short. So, I think highly of him and their program, and I mean, obviously, I've told him before, man, I want you all to be good 363 days a year. Them other two, I'll take something else for you, and they just don't really, I think, yet know how to finish those out.
Shared the ball exceptionally well, 24 assists, ninth time this season you finished with more than 20 assists in a game, and came from some likely sources and some unlikely sources. We've seen Mason Bates pass the ball well, 6 assists, but a career high 5 assists from Sean Jones.
Yeah. Well, he was been in situations where they had some big boys in there near the basket, and Sean had some effect going to the rim and scoring. Then there were other times when he got there and he made the right choice. He had to get it back out of the post, and we capitalized when he did that.
Secure home court advantage, or a first-round home game in the South Atlantic Conference Tournament Championships. How meaningful is that? And to win a 20th game, third fastest trip to 20 in school history, sixth time you've had a 21 campaign in your career as a head coach.
Obviously, we're very, very thankful that we're put in a position where we can host that first tournament game. That gives us two more games here in Holt. I know that our seniors and all of our players, myself included, love playing here. Getting to 20, that's always a sort of a mile marker. And at this level, I target all the time, man. It's not like, if you're in the SEC, you're going to play 65-70% of your games at home. So it's sort of easier to accomplish that. 20 wins at this level is more like 23-24 wins at the Division I level, because you just have fewer chances, and 50% of our games aren't here.
Yeah. So
it's a much greater accomplishment, and I'm proud of our guys and proud of our program. We've been able to do that. But all that's secondary. We've got a really, really tough situation Saturday at Catawba, and we've struggled there in the past, and had a heartbreaking loss there last year that really, really cost us then in the regional polls. So we got to get back, get focused tomorrow, and take the show on the road Saturday.
You talk about getting focused for the Indians. What needs to change from this one when you play the Catawba College Catawba Indians on Saturday?
You love saying that, don't you?
I do.
You just love it.
It rolls off the tongue.
It's not enough. It's the Catawba Indians. The Catawba College Catawba Indians.
Got to be accurate.
Yeah, okay.
First reference, second reference, third reference. Just say Catawba College Catawba Indians.
Okay.
What do you have to do?
You threw me so far. I wasn't expecting it.
Curveball. Just
I
was talking to Tom Griffin earlier. He's just a little two-seamer.
What do we got to do? What's interesting about this next game, I'm going to try to think. What's interesting about this next game is that we're two contrasting styles. I mean, Catawba is more of a rim attack team, slower paced, not going to come out there and take, how many did they take tonight? 43s roughly. That's not what their game is. So it's completely different style. And I think it'll be interesting to see if our guys can make the quick adjustment, get our feet back under, make the quick adjustment, and be ready to go down there and perform at the level we're going to have to even have a chance to win.
No pink tonight from you. You need to step
Little
up
do
your
you
tie
know.
game.
Little do you know.
Oh, no, we don't need to know then. Chuck, we don't need to know. No exterior.
No exterior.
Pink.
That's the way to say it.
Great. We'll just leave it on that note. Let's go to break. That's head coach Chuck Benson. Domino's post-game report rolls on after this on the Eagle Sports Network.